Gang, back again. So I'm going to move now all of the documents from Instinet over to Authentisign and then prepare them for electronic signatures. So I'll walk you through that process here. So let me share my screen. Okay, so here we are then, and let's see. Excuse me, I had to check my phone. All right, so as you can see, I've logged into my RAIN dashboard. I'm going to come over here to the right. And I'm going to click on Instinet because that's where all of my transactions are. And then I'm going to wait for this to load. Load. Okay, so here we have the Wigginton listing is the newest transaction I've just created. And so in the last video, I went through the entire list of documents and filled them all in, filled in all of the blanks. And so now what I want to do is I want to open up my Forms menu, and I want to select the documents that I want to move. So I know that I want to get this one signed, the standard listing agreement, the standard exclusive agent right to sell, the explanation of fee structure, the data input, the residential property disclosure. I don't need this one, remember, the military air installation. I don't need that. And I don't need the lead-based paint. They don't apply. The Property Owners Association, I do need that one. I don't need the condo because there's just a POA, not a COA. Some neighborhoods have both. And then the electronic signature authorization, if you remember, I said you can use it. You don't have to use it. So I'm just going to skip that one for now. The seller home warranty disclosure, we want to use that. We want the summary of rights. We want the CDIF. The COVID addendum we could include as well. And then the affiliated business arrangement disclosure. Yes, we want that. And I didn't take the time to fill in the estimated net proceeds, so we'll skip over that one. I normally, if I'm going to do an estimated net sheet, then I'm going to use the Sage Title Group app. So go to sagetitlegroup.com and then look for the option to create an account and find their calculator for doing the net sheet over there. It's much, much better looking and easier to use. But we do want to include, obviously, the wire fraud disclosure. So out of this whole list, now I have 12 documents selected, and you can see there's 12 in my little basket. So I'm going to click on the basket. It brings up the list of 12. And this is, in fact, the list of documents I want to include. If I wanted to remove one, I could just click on the little minus sign here, and it would remove that document. But in this case, I want to include all of these in my electronic signature request. So I'm going to hit the little pen icon. It says send to Authentisign. And new or classic. So the classic version expires in 23 days, right? So we're obviously going to use the new version, which is, I think, much improved. I like the new version better than the old version. So it's kind of cool. All right. I'm going to let these documents load up. So it's moving everything over into Authentisign right now. Hopefully, that's the plan. Cross your fingers. What's really cool about it is most of these documents will already have a signature request space for signatures and initials. However, there are some documents that won't pre-populate that information. And so I'll go in and do that so that you can see how that's done. Waiting patiently. Well, you might have to fast forward the video here. Sorry about this. It seems I can't prepare for everything. Let's give it another minute here. Maybe we'll have to try it again. Come on, Authentisign. Come on. You can do it. Oh, here we go. This looks like progress. Okay. So it's loading them up. All right. So We've got all of the documents in here now. I mean, this thing just goes on and 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 on. So all of those documents are now in this tab, in this window. But what we have to do is we have to add our participants. So we're going to click Add Participant. We're going to add a, yeah, so we can certainly add ourselves, right? So this is me, obviously. I'll have to sign off on this thing. So we'll hit Save for my name. And then that will be the listing agent. So, okay. So we hit that, and let it do its thing. We also need to add our seller. So we need to add, and I believe they're not in here, although they might be. So let me just check, because I worked with these clients years ago. So they may be in here. They are in here. Although these are the wrong way. These are the parents of my current clients. So that's not going to help me. So, all right. So let's cancel that. Let's go back and add new. All right. And we need a Rick Wigginton. Its address, which is and we're going to save that. We're going to save that. And okay, that looks good. He is a seller. So seller. Okay, so we identify the role. He's a seller. This is his name. This is his email address. We're going to hit save. All right, and we have to add one more, right? We have to add his wife, Rena. Okay, and we're going to use the same email address for both of them. And she is also a seller. Okay, I'll save to my contacts, add to transaction, and she is also a remote signer. And so we'll hit save. All right, so now we've got all of our people that we want included in this. Oh, let me show you a cool little trick. Add participants. Let's see, I'm going to add from contacts. So this is kind of a neat thing. So search for Stacia. So Stacia at lnf.com. Change her role from remote signer to CC. It's just CC. And so what this will do is after all of the parties have signed this document, it will automatically CC a copy of the completed document over to Stacia. So that's really, really helpful. And sometimes when you're writing offers, you can include the other agent because that might make sense for them to get a copy of the completed documents. So now we have myself as the listing agent and Rick and Sabrina as sellers. And when it's all done, it will automatically send a copy to Stacia, which is really, really cool. All right, and so you can see Rick's initials, Sabrina's initials. The computer has already placed those initials where they're supposed to go most of the time. And here are the signature boxes. Most of the time, they are correct. And you can move the date over a little bit if you think that makes more sense. And we'll just kind of scroll through this and make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. You can click and drag these boxes if they're just not perfect, but you don't have to. Again, it's up to you. So this is the explanation of our fee structure, the $295. And so what we want to do is we want to get this initialed. So I need to save this over here on the right-hand side. What we have to do is we have to click on Tools. Okay. So I'm going to click on Tools, and I'm going to go to this drop-down box right here because I want Rick to initial it. So I'm going to grab his initial. I'm just going to click and hold down. I'm going to click and drag his initial over here. Perfect. And then let go. And then I'm going to go to Sabrina and do the same thing. I'm going to click and hold and drag her initial where it goes and then let go. All right. And then this will require then each of them to initial this document that discloses this $295 flat fee. Okay. Then we're going to continue on. our data input sheet doesn't have any place for them to initial each page, but it does have a request for signatures at the end here. So we'll do this. Just going to clean that up a little bit. All right, so that looks good. That's all three of us are included there. Here we have Rick, we have Sabrina, perfect. And here we have the Property Owners Association. We have seller, Rick, seller, Sabrina. Initials are right where they're supposed to be. That's perfect. Signatures, again, right where they're supposed to be. And it says Long Foster and me. Okay. And so here's a document. This is our internal document for the home warranty. Again, so we want to grab, so right now we're on Sabrina, which is fine. So I'm going to click and drag Sabrina's signature over here to where I want it to be. I'm just going to scoot this initial box right over here. Right. Then I got to go over here and I got to go to Rick. I'm going to click and drag Rick's name over here. And I'll move this initial box right over here, or date box rather. Okay. And we'll keep on going, making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Looks good. Okay. Yep, looks good, looks good. All right, move these dates over a little bit just to clean it up, make it look a little more like I did it on purpose. And the code addendum. So, all right, so we're going to get our sellers to initial this code addendum. In the off chance that this is delayed for one reason or another due to COVID, then we're giving permission for this transaction to extend by 15 days. Perfect. Here, this is our affiliated business arrangement disclosure. And again, because Long & Foster is a huge company, they have affiliations with other companies, mortgage companies, title companies, attorneys' offices, etc., home warranty companies. And so the law requires that they disclose those relationships to you. And we're going to request you sign off on that disclosure. That's what this is. Sabrina, Rick. Okay, put that over here. And then the wire fraud disclosure. Again, wire fraud is a big, big problem. And so you should never, ever, ever expect to receive wiring instructions from anyone at Long & Foster. Okay, there we go. So now we have that, Rick and Sabrina. All right, so we'll just scroll through quickly, making sure that we haven't missed or overlooked anything. It's pretty good. This is how I do it. You guys will come up with your own routine, your own system for getting this done. But this is how I've been doing it for quite a while. Making sure that the boxes are checked. So agent remarks, you see beautiful, friendly German Shepherd lives here. And then for the public remarks right here, you can see it's blank. So I haven't written the description yet. But I will write the description and I will email it separately to Stacia, and Stacia can include it in this box right here when she gets all of this paperwork. Okay. All right. You know what? I just had a thought. You know, it occurred to me when I was at the listing appointment that, let me see if I can change this. So line, okay. Well, what occurred to me is that they were not happy about the $295 flat fee. They saw that as something objectionable, kind of like going to the car lot and paying a $6.99 processing fee. You know, they just kind of felt offended by it. And because, again, these are past clients, I agreed to waive that for them, which means technically I'm going to pay it on their behalf. And I explained that to them. And so it's going to come out of the compensation that I receive for selling this property, or for listing and selling this property. And so what I wanted to show you guys, though, is if you decide to do that, this might be how you do it. Okay. So I'm going to put waived. Some good in. See if I can pull this thing over here. And let's see if we can. That's kind of cute, right? So let me do this. And we want to change this font size, don't we? I think we do. So we're going to do a Control A. I'm going to change this font size. We're going to make it so they can't miss it. I'll make that really big like that. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool that it twisted like that. That's neat. And then the color is black. That's fine because, you know, it's going to look black anyways. The font family, good, good, good. We can make it bold. That's kind of neat. Look at that. Can't miss it now, right? And then we can, yeah, I like that. So we'll just save that like that. So that's going to be waived by Jason Gooden. And we'll still get them to acknowledge that. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to move these initials up because I want them, again, to confirm they understand that this is being waived by Jason Gooden. This is actually going to come out of my pocket, which is, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's a good listing. It's an expensive listing. I'm very honored and flattered that they chose me to help them sell it. And if I spend an extra $295 to get it, then so be it. That's my opinion. So, all right, let's see. So I think we are good here. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, and so we can hit next. And here we have the finalized signing setup. So you can click on customize if you'd like, or you can just hit send. If you hit send, it will automatically send to your clients and you and request for signatures. And so what I'm going to do is hit customize. So this is the email invitation that they will receive. I don't need to edit the subject line, but I might type something in the message box. So this is the one going to Jason or me. This is the one going to Rick, and this is the one going to Sabrina, but they are going to the same email address. So you may only need to say or place your message once. Hey, all right, because I don't know who's going to open it. Could be Rick, could be Sabrina, I don't know. This is the package papers for listing your home. Please look over sign if correct. I like to say e-sign, e-sign. Just, you know, I want them to understand that they don't have to print this out, sign it, scan it back to me. All they have to do is start the electronic signing process on their end. It's very, very easy. They can do it in 2 seconds once they've taken a minute to review the information. Let's say, thanks, Jason. I can't even type. Y'all make me nervous. That's what it is. Thanks, Jason. How about that? Cool. So this is the package of papers for listing your home. Please look over it and e-sign if correct. We'll just let that sit there like that. And we're going to hit save. And now we can send it. So let's go ahead and send this bad boy. And so it's right now going to all parties and requesting their signature. I'll show you what that looks like. So here we are in Authentisign now, and we have this transaction sitting here. It will tell you as people sign through it, it'll go 1 complete, 2 complete, 3 of 3 complete. And once that's done, of course, it will automatically email you a copy to download of all of this paperwork. That's the plan. All right, so let me go over here right quick to my email. So here you go. So Jason O. Gooden, sent an email, and it's your signature is requested. Okay, so this is what they're getting. So there's an email for Rick, and there's an email for Sabrina, and it says your signature is requested. When they open it up, they get something that looks just like this. All they have to do is start the signing process, and it will walk them through reviewing and signing the documents. Okay, so that's that. Let me go back over here. I think that's it, guys. So hopefully, again, this was helpful to you. Welcome to Authentisign 2.0, the new one, which is pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So you can't break it. Get in there, tinker with it, mess around, try it out, experiment, send yourself some documents to sign. Doesn't matter. Just test it out. See how to work it. That's it. So, all right, guys. I will let you run. I will run, and together we will get there. Bye.